We just come back from our walk. Got some plants in us, some chlorophyll, some plant blood, and then went for a UV invigorating walk. Everybody should do that. And as we walk, we talk, we get ready for the day, we decompress, we make sure that we create a good feedback loop to try and stay trained on it the whole day. And today we were talking about something really important. We were talking about how there is a development in technologies that make us do less. And so I don't think I have a problem with technology, right? There's a speaker, a computer, and cameras here, and we use them daily, but we use them in a way, and we use all technologies in a way that further benefits us and makes us work harder, makes us do more. Again, these technologies that encourage us to do less, that make us lazier, weaker, that outsource our jobs, our responsibilities, our basic necessities. Because look, I mean, cars outsourced walking. You know, we outsourced the labor of having to displace ourselves from point A to point B using bipedal locomotion through the mechanism of cars or escalators or trains, airplanes, whatever. Back in the day, before these technologies, we would have to walk to displace ourselves this amount of distance, right? And today I can go to Antarctica if I so choose, and that's probably not realistic to do if I don't have the technologies. So there's a way to use technology intelligently, but there's also a way to use technology precisely opposite, in a way that hurts and hinders me, and in a way that hurts and hinders my loved ones, and in a way that hurts and hinders the society at large. And we're currently becoming a different species. This is where we're going with this. There's a Tim Pool concept that I'll put in with this video, but we are becoming more and more acquiescent to technologies that make us docile as exhibited by our compliance with them. So one of the things that we were talking about was everybody we saw was walking headphones, and we were laughing because it's old-timey to not wear headphones. Most people have AirPods on and they're always looking down, and they have this like position at the neck. Having a straight neck is old-timey. And this technology has induced improper biomechanics. And Coca-Cola is a technology. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't give yourself pleasures every once in a while. You should, in the form of Coca-Cola, even if you so choose. But if you set up a life where you're constantly surrounded by the technology of soda and you're consuming it, well, your gut, your brain, everything is gonna go out of whack. Your fucking soul. Like, it sounds crazy, but your soul will go out of whack if you have enough Coca-Cola and detrimental foods or things you can consume, right? Where am I going with this?
I mean, we just have to realize that we're using technology in a way that's making us become more and more inefficient biomechanically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. We're becoming so dependent on it that we're kind of losing what's truly natural and the best and for best interest in us.
And it becomes replaced by this unnatural behavior, and that we will say, society will try and push to make that more and more natural. We're talking about lube too. Like, do you think that KY Jelly Company, Johnson & Johnson's, or whoever makes it, Nestle or whoever, do you think that they don't know that coconut oil works just as good as lubricant? Of course they do. Do you think that they don't know that all of the chemical compounds that you're putting inside of yourself, whether it's your vagina or your asshole, like, do you not think that they know that this has some detrimental effect on your overall health, right? Of course they do. Of course they do. And they just know how to market a specific bottle, a particular size, maybe shaped like a penis or something, and they know how to put the blue and the red color so that it triggers something in your brain.
You feel like you need it then.
And
You
especially
can't
if all your
function
friends talk about it and they're like, oh my God, we used this lube and it was so great. But, and maybe I'm wrong, I don't have vagina, I do not get penetrated in the ass, but I think that vagina that's been using lubricant for 10 years, 20 years, is like wrinkled. It's just gross. It's just like, and you should laugh harder, because like, what do you think? Like, isn't it like, instead of coconut oil, which is a naturally occurring substance, why would you inject yourself with shit, with compounds, with chemicals?
That's so debilitating and harmful.
And it seems funny, but when most of us do it, I mean, because I'm not the only one getting advertising for this crap.
It's the same
right?
thing with the mosquito spray. Everyone thinks you need to put that on, the DEET.
There you go. You're bringing this up because a friend of ours
Yeah.
recently sprayed it on his legs, and he's like, you want some?
And we're like, no thanks.
And he felt like he was being a gentleman, like a scholar. Like, not only do I know how to prevent this annoying bug from hitting
But I can help prevent it.
from you. Like, I can help you. I have the resources to help prevent you. And we laughed, and neither one of us accepted, because we understand that our skin is the biggest organ, and there's no way that we're gonna allow this huge war to go on. Imagine spraying a whole surface area of your legs. That's basically like a whole conflagration for your white cells. You know, they just all of a sudden have to go into attack mode. Like, why would we do that to ourselves, right? And it's everything. It's everything. It's everything that the dentist pushes, everything that the medical industrial complex pushes. It's everything that is in restaurants or Publix's, food stores, that isn't straight grown from the earth or produced by an animal that ate straight grown from the earth.
But I think all of this shows that it's all blocking what naturally would be occurring. So the lube is blocking you from naturally creating your own lubricant, becoming wet. I mean, I don't know how we can naturally prevent on our own skin for bugs not to come, but like I'm sure we have
healthy diet.
a healthy diet and producing some certain odor. Exactly. Our pheromones. So like there's
eating less sugar, etc., etc.
But by putting these masks on, these technological devices, or using these lotions or anything made in a factory, it's blockading what would naturally occur, and it's just creating our inability to produce those things on our own, so we become more and more addicted to using those things outside of us.
Because they mimic a feeling, a sensation, a feedback loop that seems to try to replicate what would happen biologically, naturally.
And it's completely inhuman.
It's completely fake. And let's wrap up because it's going on, but you get the point. Like, use technology in a way that is smart and conducive for your well-being.
A positive feedback loop.
Do not wake up and look at your phone first thing in the morning. I'm telling myself this more than anybody else. Watch it midday, at the end of the day. Get off your phone as much as possible. Get on the computer, like, if you need to, but do not become a slave to these technologies, because, well, Tim Pool will explain why.